Okay guys, now that the sand and the rocks are in the aquarium, everything is ready to go. We're ready to put the salt water into this reef aquarium. So remember, in our first episode I said that the total water volume of that reef tank is about 700 liters in total. So it's going to be about between 20 and 30 kilograms of reef salt that's needed to fill that aquarium. So this is the brand that I opted for using. It's a local brand here in Thailand. It's called Marinium. They've got two different types of salt. They've got one for a fish only aquarium, and then they've got this one that's for a reef tank or a mixed one, so if you want to add some coral in later. So I got about 30 kilograms of this reef salt, and we're going to mix it with RO water so that we don't have lots of other heavy metals and things like that in the water that can be destructive for corals and for fish. So we're going to get RO water, we're going to mix it with the salt, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that and how to make sure that we've got the correct amount of salt mixed with the water. So Marinium salt is what I'm using here in Thailand for my reef aquarium, and Marinium also has activated carbon that I'm also using in this reef aquarium. I'm probably not going to be using this straight from the start. I'll probably wait a little bit till after the cycle and until I add more fish, and this activated carbon is going to help me to take out lots of the impurities from the water. It's already in a bag, so I just drop it into the sump, don't need to wash it. I've used this before, very happy with this product. I have this bucket that I'm filling up with RO water, and then we need to add the salt into this water and we need to mix it together. So you can see my wave maker there inside the bucket, busy mixing the water and the salt for me so I can get the correct salinity, and then it's good to go in the tank. So friends, in the background you can probably hear the sound of the water that is flowing. So the tank has been filled up all the way to the top, both the display tank and the sump at the bottom. So it's about 700 liters, about 175 gallons of water. So what I basically did is I took the RO water, because normal water, tap water, lots of times it's got lots of heavy metals and things like that. That's not very good for the reef tank. So I took RO, reverse osmosis water, and put it in a bucket, took some of the reef salt that I showed you, mixed it into the bucket, and then I used this piece of equipment, a refractometer, and this refractometer is used to measure the amount of salt that is in the water. So I take a little bit of water, put it here on the space that's provided in the refractometer, and then take a look at it into the light, and we want about 35 ppt or 1.025, 1.023024. That's the amount of salt that we want in the water. And then I also have a TDS meter that I put into the RO water to check for the total dissolved solids in the water, to make sure that the RO water is actually clean and that I can use it. So you can hear that the water is flowing in the tank. So obviously I'm still going to tweak it a little bit so that it's not so loud in the overflow. So let me quickly show you what it looks like. You can see that it's cleared up pretty nicely since the last video that I took. It's still a little bit cloudy because I scraped the glass this morning, but it's looking quite good. It's probably going to look much better once the lights are in. So it's filled all the way to the top, and you're going to see the overflow system. There you can see the water going down in the overflow system, and then it goes all the way down into the sump, into the filter sock that I've added here in the sump. The filter sock is going to help clean out all of the dust and some dirty things that comes in. So I've added two filtered socks on top of each other, and then the water is flowing through the system, and I've got the return pump over here at about 2,600 gallons per hour, pumping the water all the way back through the overflow system all the way over the top and then back into the tank.